Hi, I'm Gary Howes. I'm the commanding officer of the UK Garrison. We're very honoured to have been asked to take part in Order 66, and I've been charged with the job of giving you some history about the UK Garrison. The UK Garrison was founded by a very wonderful man named Graham Campbell. Graham, back in the late 90s, like many of us, was an obsessive Star Wars fan, loved movies, and took a leap of faith. He invested what was then quite a lot of money, paying somebody in the United States to buy a set of Stormtrooper armour, what would then been, I imagine, FX. He waited dutifully for it to be delivered, the 4,000 some miles. Fortunately, it arrived, he built it, took much time in making sure it was as accurate as possible, and then once he got it, he decided he needed to use it and wear it. As a result of that, he set up a chat group, met some like-minded people, 5 or 6 to start with, and they went out and started trooping under the name Troopers Are Us. That led to them finding out about the 501st and what Albin Johnson had done in the US just ahead of us. Albin and Graham became friends, albeit over the internet, and the UK Garrison became part of the 501st. Sadly, around that time, Graham passed away was killed in a car accident, and never really got to see what he created and what he was responsible for. And I think a big part of the UK Garrison, our history and the way we are, is we view a lot of what we do as Graham's legacy, and we want to honour that legacy and do the best that we can with what Graham set up. And we do strive to be the best we can at everything that we do. We try to be as professional and as good as we can at events. We have an armoury system where we help new members to build their costumes. We help them to build them as well as they want them to be built, and to the highest standard that they can build them. And we help them not just online, but also quite a lot physically. People will go to other people's houses, have armour parties and do all of that stuff, and make sure that new people are made to feel as welcome as possible, and that the journey to becoming a stormtrooper or whatever character it is that they set out to be is as easy as possible, and that they're made to feel as welcome as possible. We have about 550 active members. We troop a lot over here. We're really lucky, albeit it's a fairly small island. The United Kingdom has many, many troops, and Star Wars is as popular here as it ever was, if not maybe even more popular. I have personally got to do many, many wonderful things as a result of being a member of the UK Garrison. I got to troop in Monaco in my first year as a member, which was wonderful. I've trooped all over the world, mainly at my own expense. I've visited the States, I've visited Europe, I've visited many, many places, and many troopers from overseas have visited and been guests of ours. Some have even stayed at my house, people that I've never even met. The 501st is such that it's quite a warm group of people, generally speaking, and we all share the same passion despite any other differences we might have. We all love the movies and we love trooping, and so we instantly have something in common. I have met people from all 4 corners of the world and become friends with people that I would never have otherwise met. I have people that I consider close have who I haven't actually met. I have friends in Australia. I've never been to Australia, and I have great friendships with them and trust them in a way that is usually reserved for a close and personal friend, and I consider them close personal friends. The best thing about what we do, and this is a 501st in general, not just the UK Garrison, but I think 501st is we get to turn something that we love, we enjoy, we're very passionate about, and use it in a very positive way. We raise money for charity, we put smiles on people's faces, and we try to give back a little bit to our communities and to the world. We get to do things for MakeAWish, we get to do things for huge charities, worldwide charities, and we also get to do things for small local charities that would not otherwise get the coverage that we might help them get when we attend. All in all, being part of the UK Garrison, being part of the 501st has been a huge part of my life for the last probably 12, 13 years, if not more. It's something that will continue to be a big part of my life, I hope, for a long time moving forward into the future. The club is unique and phenomenal and does so much good, and the UKG is really proud to be associated with the 501st, and we wish everybody luck with Order 66. Thank you.